Yo, what's going on, everybody? Yes, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Like, actually, bro. Like, I feel like I'm fucking Corey X Kenshin here with these goddamn, like, hiatuses or breaks or whatever. I know I haven't uploaded in a fucking month. It's so bad. I'm sorry. Um, I'm back. I will be uploading videos again. College is starting soon. I have no idea what the channel is gonna look like with that. I don't think I'll be that busy enough to where I'm not gonna be able to make as many videos. Well, I mean, I'm not making that many videos now during the summer, but look, man, summer's been crazy. But I'm back and I'm making multiple videos. I'm gonna keep making videos, okay? Making videos as much as I can. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I probably follow the Twitter, man. I haven't been using it that much, honestly, but just follow the Twitter. Yeah. All right. We got Todd. I didn't even read the fucking title. One Hit Wonderland, Walking on Sunshine. Now I've definitely heard this song.
Welcome back to One Hit Wonderland, where we take a look at bands and artists known for only one song. Folks, I realize that these are not the best of times, so I'm asking you, are you feeling down right now? Does it seem like the general...
Bro, I live in Illinois. If you live in Illinois, why have there been fucking natural fucking disaster storms fucking destroying everything? Like, if you live in Illinois, you know what I'm talking about. Like, why? It's literally rain every day. In August, rain every day, and then like fucking tornado warnings and shit is like, why? Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to Illinois?
Get out of it.
Yours, I assume?
Yes, here we go. Yes, there is probably close to 0% chance you don't recognize this right away. But in case you don't...
See, it's with some other One Hit Wonderlands, I'm like, I don't think we ever really heard of this. Now, this song, like, everybody knows this song.
Walking on Sunshine.
I'm surprised he hasn't done this
song of all time.
Like before.
I'd say it's at least twice as happy as Happy, the song that sort of replaced it as the go-to song about being in a good mood, but it's not the same. Happy is about being in a good mood, and Walking on Sunshine is about being in a psychotically great mood. Believe it or not, upon its release in 1985, Walking on Sunshine only peaked at number 9 in the US and number 8 in the UK, which is still very good, but kind of does surprise.
What was above it? Everybody wants to rule the world. Raspberry. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know these other songs, though. Oh, Madonna. Angel by Madonna. Have I heard that? I probably heard that song. Heaven by Bryan Adams. Oh, Phil Collins. Yeah, I don't know about those songs.
9 in the US and number 8 in the UK, which is still very good, but kind of
when the charts mattered,
lasted this long. I'd have assumed number 3.
I'm fucking choosing Texas.
But even if it fell
number one every
on the Hot 100,
goddamn
it's
week.
had a long shelf life, mostly because of its endless use in soundtracks. Here it is being listened to by Patrick Bateman, by Michael J. Fox in The Secret of My Success, who was also basically Patrick Bateman. Look Who's Talking, the opening credits of Daddy Daycare, and of course the classic moment in High Fidelity where Jack Black plays it to annoy John Cusack. I always love this scene because it highlights two important things. One, when you're not in the mood for it, it's the most annoying song in the world. And two, it shows the proto-poptimist tendencies of Gen X hipsters to talk up disposable pop songs like they're great art. One of those hipsters is me. Walking on Sunshine fucking kills. Now, if you think of Walking on Sunshine as just an obnoxious, overplayed, plasticky pop song, I get it. It is definitely overdone and overused. but no amount of commercials or bad kids movies can ruin it for me. It is perfect. It is timeless. And it has never once encouraged me to check out the band who made it. That poor band is the semi-obscure British group Katrina and the Waves. The Waves coming from Cambridge, England, and Katrina herself coming from Topeka, Kansas, which is, I assume, where she gets her sunny Midwestern optimism.
Wait a minute, did the tornado pick you up and drop you in England, or what happened?
No, not exactly.
But the thing about joy is that it's fleeting. And where Walking on Sunshine launched Katrina and the Waves to the top of the charts, they unfortunately never had another day in the sun. Or did they? Are they gonna be one of those UK bands that I cover that turns out to be huge overseas? We shall see. So put on your sneaks and get ready to dance
probably
down the sidewalk like nothing can.
He might have been
possibly get you
hesitant to
down.
like do a video on this one
Wonderland, and
because of that
don't do
reason.
Good. Hey.
Because I feel like this song is so big. I feel like he would have already covered it. You know.
Alright, so let me tell you a
guess
story
not.
about a little band from England, started by a bunch of British dudes, but with an American girl as their lead singer, who blew up in the new wave scene in the early 80s. That band is, of course, The Pretenders. And as they blew up, the success of the band, and especially their frontwoman Chrissy Hynde, inspired many young girls, including one American Air Force brat stationed in England named Katrina Leskinich. Katrina started a band called Mama's Cookin' with a fellow Army brat named Vince Delacruz on bass. But separately in Cambridge, there was another band called The Waves. The Waves had started in the late 70s, led by guitarist Kimberly Rue, but they went on hiatus when Rue joined the Soft Boys, which is a really cool post-punk band that you should check out. But they didn't last very long. Lead singer
there a
Robert
band
Hitchcock
called
went
The
solo
Hard
and went on
Boys?
to become one of those guys that
Probably.
music nerds adore, leaving Kimberly to revive The Waves.
My camp
But his
is, like,
old
fucking
bandmate
up.
Alex Cooper was now drumming with Katrina, so the two bands joined forces. Katrina came on as a keyboard player, but apparently she had enough aura that they promoted her lead singer and gave her top billing because they mostly played.
Yo,
on bass.
Todd, bro, you getting hip with the kids, bro? This guy using aura and shit.
Advertising they had a chick was a good way to attract guys, which is funny.
My
because
type
Matt
of lingo.
Groening
He's
is
been
not like a look at
he's
me,
been watching
you
my
do boy
reactions.
kind
Oh
of
my
singer.
goodness, no way.
Their early years were rough.
What's up,
and they
Todd?
didn't really get any attention until a tiny Canadian label signed them. They put out 2 obscure albums, including a janky, not quite there yet version of Walking on Sunshine. And they toured Canada, but their big break was just around the corner. You might know the band, The Bangles.
Just another manic Monday.
Right. Well, before they got huge, they were a jangly alternative band that would get compared with R.E.M. I swear that's true. And somehow they got a copy of the Waves song Going Down to Liverpool, which is a song about being British and broke. And the Bangles, being massive Anglophiles, did a cover version of it.
I'm going down to Liverpool to do nothing all the days of my life.
You know, I got really into the early Bangles for some reason in high school, and I always really liked this song. It's not one of their big pop hits, but it's really good, even though it doesn't make any real sense from an American band. Like, the UB40 is the form you apply for welfare.
Do they still make cars like this where they have like the fucking? It's like a couch, basically. Like the seats are like couches. They don't make cars like that anymore. I wonder why. Well, I mean, yeah, it's probably more practical to have like the little like middle compartment, you know, like have like some storage and shit, you know, instead of just like a fucking straight couch in the car, you know.
Like the
When did they start doing that? I know this is like very random, but like they went from like fucking couches in the fucking car to like the little, just like well, at least in the front, specifically in the front, the 2 seats and then like the middle compartment. When did they like start like getting rid of like the couches and shit?
For welfare.
That's what I wonder.
Not surprised that this wasn't one.
Because I've never been in a car
would
where
call it
like it's just like straight
highly
couch. You know what I'm
illogical.
saying?
But it was big enough to get the Waves, who originally
what is wrong with
awarded
my
their
camera,
first
man?
contract with a major label, and the chance to re-record all their songs with some actual studio polish. But would that be enough to launch them to stardom? I read an interview where Katrina says she thinks the song took off so well because it really plays well on the radio after you do your call sign. You know, it's like you're listening to 100.7 Crocodile FM, home of Pittsburgh's greatest music. Walking on Sunshine came out in April 1985, and within a few months, it was in the top 10 in 5 countries. Rue,
Damn.
who wrote the song, said he didn't really consider it all that amazing when he wrote it, and did not expect it to be this epic hit that endured for decades. I think that might be because he's British. When Brits sing about sunshine, it's something they only know about secondhand. As you can tell by this music video, which was apparently filmed in the shittiest part of London at the
sunniest
shittiest time
day
of
in
on the
fucking
shittiest day of the
Britain,
year.
bro.
Oh my god, you can actually see her breath. I'm walking on sub-zero temperatures in the London fog. Like, the music video is still a primitive art form at this point. I think later on they'd at least wait for a sunny day. Or if it's supposed to be like, you know, she's got sunshine on a cloudy day, like the Temptations, you know, then Katrina should at least dress a little brighter to get that cross, because she's definitely the only sunshine in this video. And God, what a performance by Katrina.
Happiest Britain
It's not the easiest song
fucking
to sing.
resident,
You gotta
bro.
be
Holy
happy
shit,
and
man.
sweet, but also deliver it with real power. You give this to some twee indie singer or some teen pop star, it fails immediately.
No.
See? Look at that. Awful. Kimberly Rue himself says that this song was not inspired by anything in particular. Technically, Walking on Sunshine is a love song. It's about the moment where you find out that your crush likes you back. And sure, God knows, that
Never
is the
felt
happiest
that.
moment you'll ever have in your life.
Who can relate?
But when you listen to this song, I think you should not really even care what the reason is for Katrina walking on sunshine there. She could be walking on sunshine because she just got a really good donut. It doesn't matter why. The point is, she's walking on sunshine, and don't it feel good? Now, Walking on Sunshine makes a couple tweaks from the early version you heard before, mostly to accommodate the one big change, that horn section. That was the producer's
Yeah,
idea,
honestly,
and
the horns
they had
just
to
like
slow
make it
down and lower the key so that the horn players
go
could play
like
it.
go far.
Honestly, I'm still not sure that they did play it. I think there might be some studio trickery involved because every video I found where they played with a live brass section, they're completely biffing it. What the hell is that? Play louder, play higher, play brighter. I say, having failed out of playing trumpet in middle school. But that's what it needs, because those horns are the secret sauce of this track. I'd say that this is what put it over the top. The true power of Walking on Sunshine is that it's the happiest song that has ever existed, and to convey that, it needs to hit you right in the face with joy and just keep punching you in the teeth over and over again. And that's kind of what those horns do. It's like happiness, sunshine, rainbows, over and over. The funny thing is that in the reviews I read,
Even her
I see
even
them
her
called
drip is like
Motown
happy.
horns.
Damn.
They don't sound like Motown to me, but that's what the critics said. And actually, a lot of the reviews call Katrina and the Waves a retro 60s band.
Which reminds me of 50s and the 60s.
Yes, that's true. I think our music is somewhat reminiscent of music that happened in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. But
I swear to God, I found a couple quotes from Katrina calling
Yeah,
her band
our
an 80s
music is just
Credence.
sounds like the 80s, 50s, 70s. Like what?
How? What about them sounds like Credence? What about them even sounds 60s? Like,
Maybe the happiness? I don't know.
I
Were
guess
people
the
happier in the
guitar riff sounds a
60s?
little
I
bit
don't
like
know.
Good Lovin' by the Rascals.
I know my people weren't. Shit.
That's something. But I still wouldn't really call that very retro. The horns are too clean. The production is too shiny. I think all they mean by that is that they don't sound particularly 80s either. This song kind of exists out of time. It wasn't zeitgeisty enough to outchart Madonna or Prince or Duran Duran or Tears for Fears, but it could also last for fucking ever.
That's
So
true.
what? It couldn't outchart All I Need by Jack Wagner or Separate Lives by Phil Collins. What's the song most people know? And that's why it continues to be in so many movie soundtracks.
There's a young lady out here to see you.
Hey, amigo.
That was happening almost immediately, and it continues
Hit
right
pig?
up to the
What?
present day.
All right, Ty, we're stretching it, bro.
I thought of watching them all and trying to rank them which one uses the song better. Quite frankly, there's just too many of them. Plus, also, most of those scenes probably suck anyway, because it's actually not a very good song for soundtracks. It's too on the nose. Walking on Sunshine shouldn't be a soundtrack, it should only be appreciated on its own. I mean, you gotta love a good one-note guitar solo. Best solo in history. But there is a big problem with Walking on Sunshine. And it's not that it gets annoying if you're in a bad mood. It's just that it so perfectly is what it is.
You can't outdo it.
It just kind of obliterates the artist. Like nothing else Katrina and the Waves could possibly match this. I got around to writing this episode and I was like, well, let's see what else they made. And it just took me forever because I kind of didn't want to. Walking on Sunshine is so much more perfect than anything the band could ever make. But you know, maybe this is one of those huge UK bands that we just don't get in America.
Maybe not.
Let's see if they got that second hit.
Probably not. Or maybe, I don't know.
I'm actually really surprised to say this, but that first Katrina and the Waves album is pretty dang good. That would be the self-titled 85 record, which I guess is not technically their first album, but if you count those little Canadian records they made, it makes for the most chronologically confused discography I've ever seen. So I say we just ignore those. But yeah, Walking on Sunshine is the only really poppy song on the album. For the most part, it's just a really solid new wave rock and roll record. You know, it's not the Pretenders, but it holds up. Their second single, Red Wine and Whiskey, unfortunately didn't go anywhere, but their third single, which is called Do You Want Crying,
sounds like a Morgan Wallen song.
You know, it's probably my favorite non-Sunshine
Red Wine
record
and Whiskey.
Yeah, Do You Want Crying is also what I put on my dating profile. Ladies. And this was actually good enough to crack the top 40. So yeah, you could call that a hit, right? Yeah, no, I'm not counting that. Certainly the band does not count it as a hit. At number 38 chart placement, that's about what I expect.
How many weeks, though? How many weeks? You know, I'm gonna check. Fuck you.
And their fourth single, Que Te Quiero, that one was pretty good too. And it also charted briefly. But not enough where I'm comfortable.
I'm checking it, I don't care.
At all. I think the problem holding them
wasn't
back is
it?
that Katrina and
The
the Waves
Waves.
don't
I thought it
really
was
have
the
much of a
water.
gimmick,
I was like, what?
Except that their songs are pretty good, but see, as much as I like them, unfortunately, I could also see why they weren't going to go anywhere. All this talk about being an 80s Creedence, all that.
They don't even have a
they don't
page.
have
What the fuck?
synthesizers.
It's not exactly that we
They don't even have a
dislike
fucking chart
synthesizers,
history
it's
page
just
on
that,
Billboard. What the
none of
fuck,
us
man?
in the group can actually play synthesizers.
Which puts them out of step with everything else going on in music. Now, in the first half of the 80s, new wave guitar bands like Katrina and the Waves were pretty common. By 1985, that's kind of coming to an end. And after that, the standard bearers for hip new wave skinny tie music is going to be Huey Lewis and the Nudes, and they're going to look like the fucking Ramones compared to everything else. I mentioned the Bangles. You can compare the stuff they were playing originally to the stuff that they ended up making. That's the direction of all pop in the 80s. This is why in
Pretty
interviews
much.
after Walking on Sunshine hit, they are very obviously
What? Tom
nervous.
Holland pulled up. What the
Probably be
fuck?
committing suicide next week, yeah.
You have a follow-up to this thing?
I'm
Oh,
working on
Spider-Man, bro. What do
Yeah,
you mean?
They absolutely know what's coming for them.
My trip is I got like Tom Holland.
Is That It is a hilarious
Wow.
name for a budding one-hit wonders comeback single. Yeah, they put out their next album really quick the next year, and it didn't do very well. For some reason, Kimberly, who wrote all the first album, only wrote this one song for it, and the two Americans, Katrina and Vince, wrote the rest. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, unfortunately, it is. They also went back to the Sunshine well with a song called Sun Street. Which may be the most annoying song I've ever heard.
Definitely
It's
not.
so chipper, I
Oh,
can't stand
Sunshine.
it. This sounds like something the Chuck E. Cheese band would play, which is odd because it seems to be about alcoholism. This almost broke the top 20 in the UK, and some of the UK retrospectives I read kind of half-heartedly tried to claim this as their second hit. But yeah, again, judging by how everyone talks about it, I'm gonna say it's not. But then they switched labels, and this time they were not gonna be left behind. They were gonna rack up the hits.
Yeah!
No matter what. They put out a third album in 1989, and at this point they barely sound like a band at all. I mean, the song itself is fine if you like that fake 80s soul music that sounds like a Pepsi commercial.
Alright.
And in America, this actually charted as high as number... What? No, that can't be true. I've never heard of this song a single time. Bullshit. Of all the fake hits I've ever heard, this is the fakest. I reject calling this a hit.
16? 16 is crazy.
On Spotify, half their top 10 is Walking on Sunshine, and this is not in the other half.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And on Spotify, half their top...
Bro. Well, that's not even half. That's most. Love a Shine. Oh, wait. Love Shine. Oh, wait. No. This is... Okay, no. It is half. Bro. Once you go from a billion... If you're going... Okay. If you're going from a billion streams to your second biggest song to 23 million streams, this is a justified one-hit wonderland. That makes sense. Like, come on, bro.
Top 10 is Walking on Sunshine, and this is not in the other half. Oh, here's something.
That
you
is
should know.
wait. That a song is
Rock
16.
Myself
What?
to Sleep on that album.
Bro, how do they not? I'm confused, bro.
You probably don't know it. I know it. They originally gave that one to April Wine back in '85, and then Starship got knee deep in the hoopla with it a year later. I didn't know
Hold on.
Katrina
Wait. They have. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, no, yeah, they have 2 UK top 10s. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, yeah, Sun Street. Okay, so Sun Street. Oh, wait, no, that's Sun Street. Wait, what was their other? Love, Shine a Light. That peaked at number 3. Okay, well, in the UK, I would definitely say they had a second hit. I don't know about in the US, though.
And I don't even remember how I know this song, but it has haunted my nightmares.
And the world obviously revolves around the US, so that's the only thing that matters.
Truly the greatest song ever written about jerking off before bed. I'm gonna turn this off before it gets stuck in your head too. I am so sorry. And that's about as good as it gets. The rest of the album is terrible. And you can just look at them. The outfits have changed, the sound has changed. They have sold out as hard as they can. They got terrible reviews. The band is embarrassed by it. It bombed. They lost their record deal. And that's the way their 80s ended. Katrina and the Waves did keep putting out records in the 90s, and none of them went anywhere, and none of which are on streaming now. What I could find of them were at least less bloated and trend-chasey than their worst 80s material, but you really don't need to go out of your way for them. Now, if you're an American watching this, you're probably like, oh, I guess they were a legitimate one-hit wonder after all. How about that? Well, the Brits already probably know what's coming, but everyone else, you should know that in 1997,
Love is a Lie.
that
that was the one.
Turn for Katrina and the Waves.
Look at that.
When they
Fuck, I spoiled it.
When they win Eurovision. Not kidding. They won Euro. Oh boy, where to start? Okay, from what I gather, the British were not particularly fond of Eurovision by this point. Like, they'd still watch it, but it was considered kind of tacky and embarrassing. It's, you know, it's like The Voice. It still puts up numbers, but it's not really part of the music industry. It's not where you go to listen to, like, good music. And I've heard the UK attitude towards Eurovision being something like, you know, we gave you the Beatles. We don't got shit to prove to you, Europe. So we're not going to even try. Also, we kind of deserve to win anyway. That's probably why whenever I've watched Eurovision, the UK entries always suck the hardest. They're awful. But anyone can apply, so the label said, you got anything? And the band was like, well, we got this one cheeseball song we've never released because it's so corny. It kind of sounds like the crap that wins Eurovision. So they submitted it, and they won. They won the national competition, and then they won the
Random.
which is hilarious because in later interviews, Katrina seems to have no respect at all for any part of this. You gotta read this one interview. So, what was it like being at Eurovision, listening to all these other artists playing? Well, it's kind of like when the dog shits the rug. It smells bad at first, and then you get used to it, I guess. I'm not even exaggerating. That's her analogy. And then she's like, yeah, and then we had to go out on tour in Lithuania and Moldova.
Oh, we gotta go on tour. Oh, my God.
Which is
No
so
way.
than Kimberly was about it, because he refused to even play.
Damn.
And they're both correct. The song is, in fact, bad.
I mean, hey, you got
What's
the
terrible
paycheck,
music,
I guess.
and this is lousy.
Shit, man.
The song is called Love Shine a Light. This is just walking on sunshine with all the energy sucked out of it. But regardless, we can officially call it, this is a second hit.
Yeah.
And with that big comeback momentum, now that they were back on the charts, Katrina and the Waves promptly broke up. I'm not clear why.
I mean, honestly,
Katrina had
it
said
sounds
some
like
stuff
it makes
about not
sense.
liking how their final album came out and having better job offers in musical theater and in radio. So within a year of winning Eurovision, the Waves were kaput. And the only attention they've got since was back in 2005 when people started making Hurricane Katrina jokes at them. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of lawyer-related ugliness. The albums are hard to find. Katrina can't even use the
Bro,
name.
that guy, bro.
I mean, she's still...
That guy in the front is bored as a bitch. Look at this guy.
The albums are hard to find. Katrina can't
Bro,
even use
this
the
guy
name.
does not
And
care.
she still tours, but
Holy
she has to
shit.
bill herself as Katrina x Katrina and the Waves. And she, you know, she's also done some radio work, and she writes cute-looking travel books about her dog. But it doesn't look like she's ever getting back together with the Waves. So much for Love
Bro,
Shining
okay,
a Light.
what the fuck? You got all these, bro. Why put the bananas here? Why have the bananas here if they're all gonna be like green like this, bro? Like, I know it's like for decoration, but like at least like kind of have the implication that you're able to just take one and eat it. Like, bro, all these bananas fucking suck,
Ever
bro.
getting
They're all
back together
green.
with the Waves. So much for Love Shining a Light in every corner of our hearts. A little better, yeah. They have at least one good album. I will stand up for that. The rest, eh. But still, this was a surprisingly solid career, all things considered. They had a big comeback out of nowhere. They can say they won the UK their last Eurovision title, and by last, I mean probably last ever because of Brexit. But their true legacy is always going to be that they somehow distilled the entire concept of joy into a 3-minute song that will never, ever, ever go away. And really, isn't that what it's all about? I hope your day goes as well as this song is forcing you to have. God, it's like having your brain plugged into the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy helmet. God, I love that song, and I hope you do too. But if you're not in a good mood yet, I know what will have you really walking on sunshine. Pornography. Well, FD Signifier has a whole new series about internet smut and how its wide availability is warping the brains of a whole new generation of males, including quite probably you. It's called Goon World. It's really interesting. FD had me read a quote for it, and I did before I realized what the topic was. It'll teach you the whole history of how adult film went from criminal enterprise to mainstream popularity to inescapable internet presence, and all the bad people exploiting both the actors and the consumers, as well as all the bad people opposing pornography too. It's complicated and fascinating and thought-provoking, and very, of course, not safe for work or YouTube. So if you want to watch it, it's only on Nebula. And you'll also find other exclusives like Drugs by Polyphonic or from Maggie Mae Fish or Lindsay Ellis or other cool, interesting people that I am in no way jealous of. Check it out. They also give out lifetime subscriptions that last
only $500.
You and Nebula still
only $300.
Now, usually it's $500, but if you use my code, you'll get it for only $300,
guys.
which is a full 40% off.
Y'all might need to
Or
go
if you just wanna do the
and
yearly
fucking get that
subscription,
shit.
you can get a full 50% off of that too. using my
$2,
code.
$3 a
Only
month,
$30
basically.
a year or $250 a month.
Shit, it's basically
I'd sign
free.
up for that. And there's no ads, there's no algorithm,
No
just
ads?
high quality creators.
Support
so you
creators.
Don't have to wade through
Creator
mindless
owned and
garbage like
operated.
you do on this platform.
Wow.
So please check
No
out
pre-roll
Boom
ad.
World and other high quality videos.
I mean, I don't
Use
get
my
ads
link to
anyway,
get
ad
50%
block,
off.
but it-
And again, that's just $30 a year or $250 a month. So click the link, scan the QR code, and start watching now. Thank you and good night.
I might just have to. Wow. What another beautiful Todd video. Yeah, man, that song, I never ever think of that song. I can't lie. Like, I honestly, even when it comes on in like a movie or something, like it's just kind of goes one ear out the other, yada yada. It's like, all right, bro. Like, sure, dude. I mean, I don't hate the song. It's all right. It's cool. I would never go out of my way to listen to it, but sure, man. It's alright.